All right, guys. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Oh, man. Sheesh. All right, guys. So we got the stream started. Let me know if y'all can hear me now. There we go. All right, you can hear me, see me. What's up, team? This morning we got PSNY gapping up some. We have EVFM. Let's do a mic check. My apologies. I'm just not waking up. We have EVFM gapping up. It's at 70.5 cents. We have PSNY that we're still watching. It's at 12.30s. We got Redbox at 9.40s. We have TBLT at 2.80s. We have AGRX gapping up some. It's at 208 on some type of catalyst here. All right, let me check the sound. It should be good, but let me check it. Now it should be noticeably better in terms of volume. Let me find my headphones. I lost my headphones. Shoot. Where'd they go? There we go. All right. There we go. All right, we're up. AGRX at 208. Hey, what's up, James? Mullen joins the Russell 2K. It's up this morning. It's at 150s. Right, so this morning, the SPY has bounced heavily back to, if we look at it, the SPY is currently at the 390s, almost 391s. It's great news for the broader market as the last 6 months has been a big down time. With this market resurgence, maybe we will see renewed optimism heading into the future. We're heading into the next month, I guess we should say into July. And small caps, you have PSNY that we're watching, EVFM gapping up, AGRX gapping up on news, Rev moving, Mullen, and more. What is your favorite? There we go. Let me get this banner set up. Yeah, thanks, JB. One second, guys. I got to pull up my account. I got to pull this up so you guys can see it correctly here. Hold on. Make sure you guys can't see my account number. There we go. Back to regular. Yeah, y'all check out the Discord. JB apparently posted some news stories on all of this stuff, and you can check out the Discord here. Terra moving up slowly? Is it really? That's great news for the crypto market if it does, man. That's been one of the biggest tears on the crypto market in last year. So I'm not drinking any percolator coffee this morning. I'm drinking one of these Rise cold brews, which are really good, to be honest. Oh, I got enough sleep last night, and I'll be back trading my regular account this morning as well. At least I think I will be. Let me check. Yep. Let's check to make sure. It should let me. I might buy a little bit of EVFM right here too. AGRX is dipping down to $2 as well. All right, so we'll buy a tad bit of this morning. What do you think for EVFM? It's currently at 68 cents, 68.5 cents. It's not a huge range, so I think we could maybe buy like 150 shares of this one. Oh, wait, I can't buy it yet. I gotta wait 7 minutes until I'm allowed to buy anything on TOS. So we'll wait. Bought my first bit of crypto last week. Judge me if you want, but I bought some Doge and Bitcoin, and both have been treating me extremely well. Hey, man, I'm not judging you, bro. Listen, I think now's the time to buy cryptocurrencies, man. You know, and of course, if anybody wants to check them out, I mean, you can check out BitGet. BitGet, you can like BitGet does a really good job. I mean, number one, they are a sponsor of our video. BitGet is a great sponsor. They're one of the ways we keep our stream free, and so we don't sell anything, we don't charge for anything, we don't claim to be experts, and so, but outside of being a sponsor of me, BitGet adds all the new up and coming crypto to their platform. Like if you go to BitGet and you look at like really what they're adding, like without even like shilling here, you know what I mean? If you go look at what BitGet's adding, they add all the new crypto. They do airdrops for a lot of the up and coming cryptocurrencies that come out. And so what BitGet does a really good job of is just adding all the new altcoins that come out, you know. And now some of those altcoins can be good and bad. You're not guaranteed to make money with them, of course, but like they do a good job of adding them. They also let you trade futures in crypto with leverage. And so you can put up 1,000 and they'll give you a bunch of leverage. You just got to be willing, you got to be okay, number one, if you're going to trade crypto futures, to lose whatever you're going to lose if you trade them. But number two, you know, you got to understand, like for me in futures, I can put up a small amount of money and risk big. And so it's like I can throw up $100 and get 10,000 in buying power. And then if I make, you know, 1,000 or whatever from it, then it's great because I'm only risking 100. So it's like a, you know, good risk reward ratio. But yeah, you just got to figure out how to do it. And it's not for everybody. But point is, BitGet does a good job because you can buy, sell, do all that stuff just from the platform. You can trade crypto futures. You can copy trade. A lot of people hate on the copy trading, but like copy trading's dope too. Let me play some music. Some music. Glad you did. Only got a 3.5 hours. Hey, what's up, Hammer? PETZ, TBLT on the watch. Yeah, TBLT ran last week. We're watching AGRX. You can see it. The SPY's up to 391, which is just great news for the market. Just great news for the SPY. Y'all do me a favor, hit the like button. So do you think a market rebound is more likely after this morning's bullish pre-market? Yes or no? Hey, what's up, Richard? What's up, man? So again, the poll today, guys, says, do you think a market rebound is more likely after this morning's bullish pre-market session? Yes or no? Vote in the poll right now. AGRX just gapped up some. So AGRX gapped up some. We do have Bitcoin at 21.5K, which is good. I think that's green. Let me see what. Yeah, Bitcoin's slightly up, so it's not up a huge amount, but it's slightly up this morning. We're gonna look at the catalyst for all this stuff right now. All right, guys. So we're looking up the catalyst now for a lot of these here. So the first one we're going to be looking at is AGRX. This one's gapping up pretty big right now. This is what the float size is here. This is a small float stock with a higher short float. It's got about 4.5 million in the float, about 11% short float. So it's not huge in terms of short float. So AGRX is up 35% in pre-market. The company manufactures a transdermal contraceptive patch. And that is what's going on here. So we'll drop this catalyst here. That is what's going on. Hey, John, Dare is a feminine care stock too. Why do you think it's not pumping too? Well, it might be just sympathy. How was the weekend at the in-laws? Having trouble scheduling flights? Question mark. Heard it's a rough time right now with that stuff. We didn't fly. We drove. And we're going to be here for a little, at least another week. Yeah. I'm kind of scared of flying. I don't like flying at all. I can do it. Like, I'm not one of those guys that like panics when he gets on the plane, but I don't like it. I kind of just sit quiet. All right, so yeah, EVFM, another one. EVFM gapping up some. EVFM is up following the Supreme Court decision overturning Roe versus Wade on Friday. The company manufactures female contraceptive Phexxi. So yeah, there's a lot of these that are moving this morning on that news. EVFM, AGRX, they're all contraceptive stocks. We got GGPI, SPY at 391s. Me neither. Flew out for the Navy and that was it. Yeah, man. I mean, I just don't like, I understand the statistics behind it as well. Like, I understand that flying is far more safer than driving, and I understand the risks of driving. And if you even just drive around in your car and you sometimes you can almost get in a wreck, you kind of understand the dangers of just flat out driving around, especially like a large city. Driving as a whole is dangerous, and it's far more dangerous than flying. But I still don't like flying. I don't like being up in the air. I don't mind being up in the air and then landing. What I don't like about flying is taking off. Taking off is the most uncomfortable part. The angle they put you in, I just don't like that at all. All right, so yeah, AGRX dipping down to 2s. We might buy a little bit of this one now that I can buy stuff here. Let me know if you guys think I should. All right, so we're in with 200 shares, or 50 shares, of AGRX. We also have time to buy EVFM. All right, we're in EVFM as well with 150 shares. They filled us on 14 of those so far. Yeah. How big TBLT is a cup and handle for me? Yeah, I'll poke a little bit at it. They didn't fill me much on this, man. All right, so they filled me on 14 shares, so I need 136 now to try to get my 150 in. Let's try. Now, there we go. All right, so they filled me on the 150. All right, so we went ahead and bought this dip. He said, a lot of people asked me why I traded on Top Step last week. I was just trying to demonstrate it. I think we might do 1 week every few months.
where we demonstrate Top Step and what you can do on it. Yeah, a few years ago, my wife and I went on a UAL plane, and we went on this plane, and like, of course, it had been like 10 years. This is the first time I flew in like 10 years, 15 years, you know. And so we get on this plane, and my wife's telling me the whole time, she's like, "Hey, baby, it's gonna be okay. Like, you don't have to be scared about anything. Like, nothing's gonna happen. Flying is super safe." And she's right. You know, she was doing what she was supposed to, which was make me feel better. And she's correct. You know, flying is actually very safe relative to driving or anything else. But bro, we get on this plane, and once we're up in the air, the oxygen masks drop. And like, they make everybody put the oxygen masks on. And then we got turbulence simultaneous to that. And so we have turbulence, and the oxygen masks fell, and the whole plane started panicking. And I'm sitting there just kind of quietly looking at everybody like, what the F is going on here, you know? And like, I'm just kind of quiet, and I'm just kind of sitting there looking around like in shock almost. Like, I can't believe this is happening, you know? Eventually, they told us that it was some type of pressurization problem, and everything was fine, you know. But it wasn't a good reintroduction to flying for me, you know. Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at Carol. Carol has some pictures of me with the oxygen masks on, just kind of staring at her like, "Yup, you told me everything would be fine," you know. Yeah, bro, it's the law of attraction, Mountain, you know. Hey, what's up, George? Honestly, I'm still mad. Don't even tell me about... I can actually watch the Astros games out here because we don't have blackout restrictions. But like, bro, I saw the no-hitter. I did see the combined no-hitter, the first one since 2019 for the Astros. I did see the combined no-hitter in the second game. I did see both walk-offs, which hurt in my heart, you know. What's up, J-Lo? What's up, man? I'm a crash investigator. Yeah, I'm all good, M. Castro. I've probably flown 5 or 6 times since then. And each time I've become more and more comfortable with it, so I'm all good. Like I said, I'm not the type that just panics and freaks out. Like, I'm not the freak out type. Like, even if I'm scared to death, I'm just going to sit there quietly, you know? All right, guys. So, yeah, we're in EVFM. We're watching The Spy. We have PSNY or GGPI or Polestar is what this is. It's at 1230s. Look, I like the Astros, Ace, but in no way in hell would I drive way up here just to watch the Astros, bro. I'm not saying I know how to illegally stream the Astros games if I really wanted to watch them, and I would never do that. Never. I couldn't even imagine illegally streaming a game, you know? But yeah, I certainly wouldn't drive out here. I would just stream it, you know? Oh, all right. So AGRX is dipping down again. Both of these are contraceptive stocks after the Roe Wade overturning news that came out over the weekend, and so people are more bullish on feminine stocks, is what they're calling these. And yeah, we're in both of these right now. We're in EVFM at 67.5 cents. We're in AGRX at $2. TEPZ. SPY is up today, man, at 391s. I might buy some of that too. Yeah, we try. What's up, Douglas? Hey, what's up, Space? Here's PETZ. Nice. We're actually break even now in AGRX. That's good. We're in 50 shares at $2. Let's see if that works out. EVFM is at 67.5 cents. PSNY is still up there. Still watching Redbox. I mean, Redbox is still at 960s or so. That looks good. Revlon still moving as well. It's 775. Still volatile. Still moving, you know. And I do recommend you guys go watch the video we dropped over the weekend. It's called How to Scalp Range Breaks Like ATM Machines in Stocks, Forex, and Futures. And honestly, these are strategies that I've used for a long time. Range breaks have been the most consistently profitable strategy I've been able to get involved with. Even on losing days, usually if I target range breaks in the way I talk about in this video, then I can usually make money with these type of strategies. And so that's the reason I wanted to make a video about them, because again, they're easily the most profitable strategy I have at the moment, which is identifying a very obvious range. And the way we identify that is through confirmations on the top and bottom. You look for a rectangular range, and then you wait for that range to break with good volume, and you buy the pullback after that. So if it moves up and it breaks the top of the range, you look for the pullback and you buy the dip afterwards, and you ride the bounce. That usually happens. And if it breaks the bottom of the range, then you short the pop after it bounces. And again, you can do it in futures, which has no PDT rule. You can short, you can go long. You can do it in Forex, which has the same thing, which you can go short and long. And you can do it in stocks, clearly, because this is what I do a lot. But again, you want to watch that video, check it out. Again, if you're going to watch it and you want to stay in this live stream, open it up in a new tab, watch the video, and you can hang out with us. But yeah, these are strategies that I widely use in the stock market. And yeah, they're just really profitable. So again, you want to check it out. Here's the link. The range break video. There it is right there. Go check it out. EPZ is a sneaky runner, definitely on the watch. Yeah, for sure. I'll watch it, Mountain. 100%, man. We got a lot of stuff actually gapping up today. We got EPZM gapping up. It's at 150s. We got TENX gapping up some. PBLA, KRBP, IDRA, AFIB, AXSM. A lot of these are gapping up, but just no volume here, unfortunately. BHAT from the other day, from Friday. BHAT just basically fell back down. We got CRVS up there at 99 cents. BNTC, GMVD. Bro, I'm sorry, man, but like, I see these stocks get pumped up by like I cover penny stocks, but I just feel like I try to be realistic about them. Like, I'm not investing long-term into these terrible companies. You know what I mean? And I just feel like a lot of people are promoting that, and it's just kind of like, EPZM gets acquired, would not enter. Yeah, if it's an acquisition, I probably won't mess with it right now. MMAT, yeah, we've been watching MMAT. We got my man Uncle Smoke, who's a friend of the channel, and I've liked the technology behind MMAT for a while now. I haven't really followed the stock as much as I should. What is this? Is this a reverse split? What happened to MMAT Friday? Let's see. As of the poll right now, 63% of people so far on the poll think a market rebound is more likely after this morning's bullish pre-market session, which is good. All right, so the question here is, where's my risk in this trade? It's not going to be super high up there. Yeah, what happened to MMAT? What's up, Pawn? Hey, good to see you back, man. They had a 37 million share offering. So they're selling shares. What was their float before this offering? Does anybody know? What was MMAT's float pre-offering? I think MMAT is just feeling the hurt from, frankly, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies struggling. I think Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are struggling, and they have been for the last 2-3 months. And so with that, I think they're probably struggling a little bit too. most likely thing here, I think. My battery is low already, bro. What? Ugh, man, headphones. Come on now. That didn't take very long. All right, my apologies, guys. I gotta turn this off since my batteries suck. 285 million. That was the float pre-offering. 195 million float before. Yeah, on Benzinga, I'm showing. Wait. Am I doing this right? Bro, hold on, guys. Sorry if you can't hear the music. I gotta figure this out. Is this right? Well, show me which ear is right. No. There you go. That's right. Okay, so here's my right ear. How in the world does that work? Okay, I think so. And this thing goes in this ear. Okay. All right, so we're green in AGRX. We're green in AGRX. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Hold on. My apologies, guys. All right, we're in. There we go. That's nice. All right, guys. Now you should be able to hear the music again. And so, I mean, here's the thing, okay? If we're looking at this in terms of dilution relative to the previous float, 37 million is not huge for an offering. It's not huge. It's not like they're doubling the size of their company with the offering. They're only selling 37 million shares when they had about 200 to 300 million beforehand. So they're only gaining about 20% new shares in this, which, I'm not one that really likes offerings. I don't think offerings are usually good. I definitely don't think they're good signs. And so I'm not going to BS here. But I think it could be worse for MMAT. And I think it's understandable that they may need to sell shares with what's going on in the crypto market because the metaverse has lost a lot of hype, a lot of interest over the last 3 to 4 months, mostly because of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency struggles. Now, again, that's a great question to ask you guys here is, do you think the metaverse will ultimately succeed long term? Do you think the idea of the metaverse will ultimately succeed long term? Let me know. All right, so we're down in this one. We're not going to hold this one super long. We'll probably hold this one up to 60 cents and then cut it if we need to. AGRX, we're about break even here, so we're not worried about this one yet. MMAT down to 120s though, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, we got the SPY. We got Revlon here. Revlon's still looking okay. PSNY, GGPI trying too. What's up, Rod? Hey, what's up, brother? $37 million in shares and $37 million in warrants at an exercise price of $175. That's because Metaverse and Web3 is overhyped. They're solving problems people don't have and trying to create scarcity and demand for something that not many care about. I disagree in some parts. I agree in a lot of it. I think I agree with Metaverse being overhyped because I bought my kids for Christmas 2 Oculus Quest 2 headsets, 2 of them. And my thoughts in this were that I would buy my kids these headsets and they would play VR together. you know. And so I bought them these headsets, and bro, they haven't touched those freaking things. They tried wearing them like a few times, and afterwards they got nauseous, both of them, and they were like, nah, I don't want to play this. And they haven't touched them since. They've literally sat inside my cabinet, and I don't even do anything with the headsets. And so I think that was the sign for me that some of these VR things were a little overhyped, you know. And of course, it's just subjective, but yeah, that was the sign for me. Yeah, there is Powell speaking, I believe, on Wednesday. Yeah, MMAT is a long-term stock, like 5 years or so. They are just getting the business set up and buying other businesses to help with that. Yeah, all good. I don't dislike MMAT. VR is going to go out like Game Boy VR. Yeah. It's not subjective. It's universal. Yeah, I mean, I just meant its opinion. And so I'm sure others might have a different opinion. But like I said, for my own personal anecdotes here, my kids just weren't into it, which I'm kind of proud of them for, you know. Like, I don't know if I'd like it if they just sat around wearing headsets all day, you know. Hey, what's up, Kyle? If you wear glasses, do you wear them under an Oculus headset? I don't know. I'm a regular VR user. The technology is not there yet for the everyday consumer. Big money is backing the metaverse, though, so I can't imagine that it fails. Yeah, I think that's okay logic. Yeah, we're in AGRX right now. We're also in EVFM. You're lucky my kid won't stay off of it. Hey, my son's on Minecraft all day, so he's not doing much better. You know, he's building digital landscapes in Minecraft all day. That's all he wants to do. I get a headache playing. Yeah, I don't think that's independent, or I don't think that's just you either. Once VR gets smaller to the point of wearing sunglasses, it'll get better. Yeah, I think that's probably right. All right, so we're just going to cut this. No reason to hold this here. Oh, wait, why do I have sell the ask? I need sell the bid. Okay, so it sold most of them. Okay, that's good. Let me add sell the bid up here so we can get out if we need to. Yeah, there we go. All right, so not too bad. EVFM might come back. We might add back to it here. AGRX, we're slightly green in it. Revline up to 780s. We'll see if it breaks these highs. It could. It might. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Beach? Metaverse, yes, eventually will reach broad adoption and use, but not until a generation, e.g. your kids adopt it as it happened with smartphones. You know, yeah, smartphones, but I think smartphones were a little bit more intuitive with regards to like ease of use and preparation. You know, with a phone, all you got to do is turn that thing on. You can play, you can have fun, you can put it away whenever you want. VR, I think, is a little bit more. It's a little bit more difficult to use because of headaches. It's a little bit more difficult to use comfortably. And so I think there's a few things that are clear with the whole metaverse push. Is that I think number one is that very accurate and well done virtual reality is possible for sure. You know, and we're there basically. And so I think it's inevitable that we will eventually adopt very realistic VR. And I don't quite think we're there yet, but I think it's an inevitability that we're going to eventually get there. Number two is that we're not quite people are ready yet. I don't think people are ready yet. I don't think the technology is quite there yet. I think we might have another like 5 years or so before you really get there. And I think the companies that jump in a little bit early, while they might have a shot at being one of the main name brands of that space, there's also just a lot of risk because again, I just think there's time before we get heavy adoption in that space. I think it'll stay a niche thing for the next few years at least, and then eventually, the technology will get there. VR headsets are not overhyped because you guys can't stomach them. I'm not saying they're overhyped. Or maybe I am. All I'm saying is that we still got we have some time to get there. VR headsets are dope. I really like them, but I get motion sickness, and so I can't play them for longer than 15 minutes. And it's not just y'all though. Free by Grandma. Here's the thing: it's not just me. This is a large. I would say this is 70% of people that play VR headsets get nauseous and have to put them away after 15 minutes. And so if your time length of playing a game is 15 minutes, a lot of people aren't going to want to get involved with that. Now, does it mean they're not cool and dope and super fun to play? No. It just means that a lot of people get nauseous. Yeah, I got to be very careful with my words space here. But I understand what you're saying for sure. And I think that's a very interesting point, which is that one of the things that might drive this is, how do I say this, is lewd companies. It's the same thing that drove the internet, man. The internet came out in the 90s. What do you think a lot of people used it for in the early 2000s and 90s? And that drove development, that drove business, it drove branching out and creating more. And maybe the same thing will happen with VR. I know VR is used for, again, lewd things. And maybe that'll drive it to develop it faster and get better. And that's certainly possible, I think. So EVFM bounced at 60 cents. AGRX is at 190s. We got Revlon at 780s. PSNY still at 1230s. Still watching Revlon. Still watching from last week. We had a bunch of stuff moving too. I consulted for Intel, who invented two-way paging, and my honest opinion was the precursor to texting. Yeah, for sure. Smartphones are way different and move computers to our hands while being able to call people. VR, well, it definitely improves things, I think. VR definitely improves things. Well, I think a lot more money. What is the news with AXSM? So AXSM is at 3275. See it? 3275s. I don't see any catalyst here. I'm not sure what AXSM is, but a lot of feminine care contraceptive stocks are going up after the Supreme Court decision from this weekend. So that's what actually AGRX is going up on. That's what AGRX is gapping up on. Same thing EVFM is gapping up on as well. These are feminine care and contraceptive stocks. And so that's what they're doing. Does anybody know why AXSM is gapping up some? I see a form filed, 8K form. All right, so on June 24th, Axum received from the FDA proposed labeling for the company's AXS-05 product candidate with respect to its new drug application for AXS-05 for the treatment of major depressive disorder. The company is reviewing the proposed labeling and will reply to the FDA to secure final labeling agreement, is what this is. So, yeah, that's the catalyst for AXSM. It's up to 3260s right now, 3260s. Again, here's the SPY. SPY up to 391.30s, which is just great. Great news for the SPY. Hopefully it continues. Yeah, bro, listen, free. I like the metaverse, bro. You guys know me. We run the crypto channel. We talk about metaverse stuff a lot. I'm very bullish, and especially like blockchain games is what I'm bullish on. I think blockchain games are going to be big. But I think we're in the early stages now. And I think as time goes on, you know, obviously we're going to become more efficient at producing these type of technologies. And with that, these industries are going to grow. And so I'm not knocking metaverse or anything like that. AFIB. Yeah, FIB at 108. So let's look at the catalyst here. Acutus climbs 50% as the company launches a broader range of cardiac devices here. They had FDA clearance, commercial launch. And so let's post this here. For AFIB, this is the catalyst for it. And AFIB has a float of about 22 million, about 10% short float. So it's not a small float, or it is a small float, a smaller float. It's not tiny, but it's small. EBFM bouncing at 60 here. We're still in AGRX. We're just kind of waiting for this one to move. 3D TVs were really popular, even sporting companies. AAA studio games and the metaverse is the next big thing. Yeah, that's what we haven't seen yet for the metaverse, but you know, I think that's what a lot of people are waiting for. What event would make cannabis stocks get bigger? I mean, federal legalization, Safe Banking Act passing, you know, which I both think are being held down by politicians, unfortunately. Unfortunately, politicians are really holding those down, and most likely, in my opinion, because they're getting a lot of money in donations from lobbyists. And so I don't know when that market's going to heat back up. Who knows? If it holds 95 cents, a very good thing. I'm assuming you're talking about AFIB. And here's 95 cents right here. VWAP is right there. Yeah, so VWAP. If it can hold VWAP, that's great. We got into a few little trades today, specifically AGRX, EVFM. We bought, I guess we could buy a little bit of AFIB here. You have to buy like 100 shares or so. Buy, ask, sell, bid, TIF. I wish, you know what TOS really needs to do, man? Listen, I love TOS and all. I really do. I use TOS a lot. You know what TOS really needs to do? TOS truly needs to make a preset available to where I can actually buy, or I can actually have a preset active trader set up to where I don't have to do this every time I buy something. You know, I don't have to add the buy the ask button, add sell the bid button, add the time and force selector. They need to make it so that I can just have this preset active trader profile set up so where I can just log in and just press it and it puts up, so I don't have to keep doing this every time. It should be a pretty easy programming fix. As a programmer myself, it should be a pretty easy fix here. I don't know why they haven't added this capability at this point in time, but you know, whatever. I think they're still finding its use games like Wii or Xbox Connect. Yeah. Well, Wii and Xbox Connect are older. You know, the technology has certainly improved a lot since then. Um, you know, I mean, I think the VR is very realistic to the point, and I think we got to give it some credit because one of the reasons people get so such heavy amounts of motion sickness, is because it's so realistic, and it is realistic. It's very realistic to where people get motion sick. People feel like they're really there. I can imagine my daughter with VR about 4 years ago. My daughter played Walk the Plank, and somebody had put the spiders in the Walk the Plank, and so my daughter jumped off, and then the spiders came out, and she literally started crying and had like a panic attack. And so it's pretty realistic, you know. I think the company that works the best, and I don't think it's just a centralized problem. I think that what it really is the company that figures out how to get rid of the nausea, there's got to be some way to do it. The company that figures that out first is going to be the one that really grows that space, I think, because I think that's a big problem, you know. Hey, what's up, Rick? TOS has order, cancel order, custom orders. Is that what you want? No, I just want a preset. Like, okay, so you see, every time I add this, right? If I go to PSNY or if I go to EVFM here, to add it, I have to go here and I have to add buy the bid, buy the ask, sell the bid every time. Add TIF in there, bring TIF up there, and then that's it. You know, every time I do this, it goes like this. Yeah, we're gonna get out of AGRX. We're not gonna hold that. We're actually green now in AFIB, so we're gonna take some profit there. But I want this preset to where I can just select a preset active trader right here, because if not, it will look like. If not, it'll look like this: it's buy market, sell market. So I can't really trade it in pre-market. You know, like that's the biggest issue. Have you tried popping a Dramamine to prevent motion sickness? I mean, listen, I get motion sickness everywhere I go. I get motion sickness in a car. I get motion sickness in a boat. I get motion sickness on a plane. You know, problem with Dramamine is that you get super sleepy, bro. You get really, really sleepy. Yeah, no penny stocks are really holding their gains this morning, unfortunately. And it's all good. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. But we'll probably make this money back post-bell. Not anymore, man. It kind of went against me already. Yeah, the Nintendo Power Glove, man. I remember that thing. That thing sucked. You know, no offense. But that thing was horrible. You know, it's very difficult to play. Motion sickness in a house with a mouse here, there, everywhere. I mean, I could play digital games all day. You know, it has nothing to do with games. It has to do with, if I'm in a car, I'll put it this way: if I'm in anything that's moving, I can't concentrate on a screen. You know, can't sail, get sick on a boat. If I'm in a car, I can't look at my phone at all. And so overall, it's just kind of You know, just kind of limits what I can do. But screens are different. I mean, I can sit on a screen all day. That's different. Yeah, bouncing right at VWAP for AFIB. Keith says, "Hey John, I'm in Facebook right now. What do you think about a suckers rally for the whole week? Can you check out Facebook chart and give me your thoughts?" Yeah, I got you, Keith. Oh, you said you're in Facebook stock right now, so Meta stock. Okay. Here's Meta. I mean, Meta's up some. I mean, here's the thing though. Okay, people really need to understand this about Facebook. All right, Facebook has billions of daily users. And so while people might disagree with them politically, and I understand those disagreements, it doesn't mean Facebook is going to fail. And so when you got a $300-$400 stock that drops 50% or more over a 6 to 7 month period, a lot of people are going to be bullish on that comeback. Now, again, does it mean it's going to come back? No. But it means that a lot of people are willing to take that risk. And so I think a comeback is possible just because we're down so much already. I think if we're looking at some technical levels here, we got 150 right underneath us. You know, lows of the last year at 154.25s for Facebook. And so I'd look at like 150 psychological whole dollar level. I'd watch 200 as well. Again, I have no idea what this might do. It might just crash. It might run up. No idea what Facebook will do. Don't copy me. But yeah, I'm watching 150s. I'm watching 200. You know, if we're looking at a little bit closer levels, we've got like 180 as a support level or resistance level. You know, maybe 185. And so those are some levels that I would watch short term. But yeah, long term, I guess I'm bullish on Facebook. I just think that it's down so much already. You know, EBFM popping right back up. AGRX not really. Revlon, we're still looking at Revlon. Market open's going well, Jonathan. I mean, in terms of the broader market, sure. You know, the SPY itself is up to 391.65s, basically. So, I mean, market's doing okay, you know. Yeah, no worries, Keith. Again, like I said, man, no idea what Meta will do, bro. No idea, man. Could do great things, could not, you know. All right, so we're in 50 shares of AFIB. It's a small range stock. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I think there's certainly risks long term, Darwin. You know, I'm not saying there's not risks. I just think that, again, in terms of like fundamentals, I think Facebook is okay fundamentally. Now, in terms of just broader sentiment, it's obviously weak and it has been. But again, the question is the overarching question, I think, here is: do you think Facebook fails? Do you think that's even a possibility? Do you think that's a possibility? And if it is, how likely is that situation? I don't think it does, especially with like Facebook owning Instagram. Facebook's not about to fail. You know, Instagram's not about to fail. Instagram's too widely used, and so is Facebook, to fail. And so now that, in my opinion, we pointed out that Facebook's probably not going to fail, the question is, what's its true price then? You know, what's its true market cap and price? And, you know, subjective answer. I'm talking 9:30 market open. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, look at the SPY. SPY's up to 392s almost. So the SPY is very bullish this morning. Great Friday last week. Huge run. All right, we just took another piece off of AFIB. We're riding the bounce up. Beautiful little VWAP bounce there. All right, so AFIB is up there. Anything else that you guys want me to look at, let me know. Still watching a lot of different things here. Revlon, Redbox, AXSM, you know. AMC is up to 1260s today. SPY looking good. Welcome to 80% gains on EVFM sold. Nice, man. CompuServe was replaced. AOL was replaced. Facebook will be replaced. Yeah, I mean, you know, social media companies and stuff like that usually going their way out, but you know, again, I think the big stat to pay attention to there is billions of daily active users. Billions, you know. Not sure, Sound Central. Not sure, brother. You know. Yeah, Powell speech this week. Ooh, we got some good earnings coming out. All right, guys. So AFIB is up there. We're just kind of poking around at some things this morning. TTOO didn't really do much. TNX is up there. Bro, my problem with Earnings Whisper, dude, is that who programmed the Earning Whisper webpage, bro? Does anybody else have these big, huge problems with Earnings Whisper? It's like I go to Earnings Whisper, I go to all, I go to sort, I go by popularity, and it shows freaking nothing. You know? Nike earnings today. We might cover that. I don't know. MU earnings. Yeah. When's MU earnings? I'm trying to make a list. We're going to cover a lot of these. I think I used Benzinga last time to check earnings, actually. I think Benzinga was a little bit better to check earnings than Earnings Whisper. Who designed the Earnings Whisper page is really the problem here. You know? All right, so yeah, this is today's earnings. We got Nike, Jeffries, CNXC, Trip.com, and BRCN. Should we cover those earnings? Man, ooh, look at AFIB. You love to see it. Took a piece off, holding 10 shares. And again, guys, if you're just not joining us, I usually trade pretty small in pre-market, and then I start to open up some size. We throw around 30, 40, 50,000 in equity once the opening bell rings. Usually, we're shooting for $100 to $200 a day if we can. You know, some days are good, some days are bad. But right now in pre-market, we're just trading really small. But yeah, AFIB is ripping. Go ahead and cover that. Not too shabby there. We'll take it. Mullen today up 5 cents, up to 151. Yeah, what's up, Tina? MU Thursday, Nike is up. Hey, what's up, Leslie? I think I'm done. Let me see, guys. Bro. Freaking ridiculous. Bro, is this really gonna act like I've never had Nike in my title before, bro? Come on now. Ugh. Let me just look for earnings. All right, guys. So EBFM still holding. Again, contraceptive stocks are what we got moving today. Contraceptive stocks. Have I done Nike earnings before? Let me know which earnings release. Now that we got some big earnings, we're definitely going to cover them. TBLT going to run back hard today? Ooh, I don't know, man. This TBLT is down this morning. It's volatile, though. TBLT is volatile. You know, at the very least, it's volatile. That's for sure. Again, guys, y'all go check out the video we dropped yesterday. We were kind of experimenting with what time to upload these videos, and I don't think we're going to do Sunday evening. We're probably going to do it like a weekday. I think one thing I'm seeing here in terms of volume is like the views drop drastically on weekend publishes. Unfortunately, we got to put these out on the weekdays when everybody's actually into the stock market. I think people, it's summertime and it's the weekend. I just don't think many people are home right now during the weekend. And so, yeah, y'all check out this video. Like I said, one of the most powerful strategies that I've been trading over the last few months really is these range break strategies. And they have been some of the most profitable setups that I've been trading. Even on losing days, the range breaks have been working for me at least. And of course, I can't guarantee they're going to work for you. But in this video, we talk about what we look for. Essentially, we're looking to identify a sideways rectangular range. And this can be really powerful because at the opening bell, we'll get these ranges a lot. Where we'll get these sideways ranges, the market will just chop sideways. And a lot of traders don't know what to do in those moments. Using these range break strategies, you can essentially document the range that you get at the opening bell. And there's a few little signs that you can use to see the sideways rectangular range. And then you basically just wait for that range to break on the upside or down and then target it that way. Very powerful strategy, kind of like an opening range breakout, similar to it, but not exact. But if you want to see that, check out this video. We'll post it. Again, open it up in a new tab if you want to stay on stream. I said it in chat. Is AFAB a low floater? I think it's a small float. So yeah, I think it is. I think it's got, if I remember correctly, a 22 million float for AFAB. Looking it up now though. Yeah, it's got 22 million in float, about 10% short float. So it's got some shorts that could get squeezed out. EBFM, one we did trade earlier, is now ramping up. And so we might buy this one again. It just depends. But yeah, EBFM is popping up some. Still looking at TBLT as well. But yeah, nice little breakout for AFIB. We'll see if it holds now. Isn't BITI some type of Bitcoin ETF? Inverse Bitcoin. Yeah, so it's a short Bitcoin. So is this Bitcoin, is this live? It is. I mean, this is good for a lot of people. I mean, there's other ways to short crypto though. Like in futures market, you can short crypto. Like on BitGet, you can short Bitcoin. You know, and a lot of people are scared to go long, but BitGet, they'll give you leverage while you do it too, which is really dope. You know, they'll give you leverage. You can basically target shorts. A lot of these, like what BitGet does really well is they allow you to trade a lot of these up and coming cryptos, and they also allow you to short them. All right, guys. So AFIB pulling back some here. I guess the question is, are y'all buying this dip to it here? DO trending up. Yeah, so BITI, AGRX at the 175. But yeah, if you want to check out the futures market on BitGet, I'll post this link. You can check them out. I got to build me a... AXSM FDA announces clearance commercial launch across the line extension compatible with Watchman delivery system. Jerome going to pull a REV. Hey, good luck. AGRX down to 170s now. Last hour or so has been pretty slow for AGRX. It's not necessarily over with yet. EVFM is interesting, and then AFIB is pulling back to that VWAP area. So we got some time, you know. BRM market cap 201 million. That's not very big. It's not small either, but it's not biggie. Again, we're looking at this poll, and out of 159 votes, we asked, do you think a market rebound is more likely after this morning's bullish pre-market session? 62% think yes, 38% think no. Hey, what's up, Ricardo? What's up, brother? Doge, man. Yeah, I heard a lot about Doge doing well. Doge is up some. I don't know, though. What's the utility of Doge, guys? I'm not saying you can't make money with it, but genuine question. What's the utility of it? Like, how? Like, what's the purpose of Doge? Its utility is most fun coin, apparently. Funny dog coin. Wax. All right, so let's see if AFIB holds the support here. Oh, you say Max. What's the utility of any crypto? Well, that's easy, though, man. I mean, think about it like this, right? The Ethereum is kind of like an app store. Bitcoin is online gold. VeChain tracks supply chain sources. I mean, there's a lot of them. There's blockchain-related games. There's usually cryptocurrency has some type of utility. Like there's some type of purpose for the coin. You know, Doge doesn't really have one. You know, it's just kind of a coin it started off as a meme, and then traders kind of pumped it up. But again, I mean, if it wants long-term, you know, if it wants longevity, it needs to establish some type of utility for itself. You know, I'm not saying Doge is going to fail. I'm saying it needs to establish a utility for itself in order to make people bullish. You know, I think the best plan of action, if I was Doge, and you know, what I would want to do is maybe go out and, you know, I know Mark Douglas was into Doge, Elon was into Doge. Maybe use it as some type of like sponsoring thing, where you get where these public figures get paid in Doge, and in turn they use it, they implement it in their tech or something. I don't know. Overseas transactions with no third party. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying Doge has no utility. I'm asking genuinely what the utility is. Like, how can you use it? Yeah, well, Bitcoin started off as the alpha cryptocurrency that started the whole niche of crypto. Again, I'm not hating on Doge. I just think that over time, if it wants to establish itself as a main cryptocurrency, it needs to have a better presentation of utility, especially in the crypto winter that we're currently in right now. And again, guys, I mean, if you disagree with me, it's all love here. Like, it doesn't matter either way. These are very, very nuanced, very polarized topics in markets. And so, cheers to you guys. Hope you guys are having fun this morning. It's Monday. It's 8 a.m. I think I forgot to monetize my video. No, it did. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good utility baller. 100%, man. Yeah, I know some. I know Mark. I know whatchamacallit, man. Mark Cuban. I know Mark Cuban was a big believer in Doge. Played some of his. I see somebody mentioning that here. Yeah, paid some of his basketball players in Doge. They allowed payments through Doge to purchase tickets and a lot of stuff. And I think if Doge wants to succeed, it needs broad range of collaborations like that. So I think they need more people than Cuban. AFIB still trying to bounce. Shout out to John for being so real. Okay. Yeah, I mean, sometimes being real isn't good, though, Like, I'm realizing, like, sometimes being real just makes everybody dislike me. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't know. I see so many people that are like, if I don't believe exactly what they believe, or if I don't support exactly the same stocks or tokens or whatever, they just get weird. And it's like unfortunate. AFIB push it up. It's at 115. EVFM is the perfect storm. Phase 3 showing 99% effective against pregnancies and some, yep. Rev sell off again. Will the buyout go through or can get delisted? Ugh. I don't know, man. Or you're Tina, so I don't know. Again, Rev at 780s. It doesn't look bad. If we look at like a 10-day chart, Rev is looking pretty healthy, pretty solid. AFIB did bounce directly at VWAP, and this is why the VWAP is just a powerful indicator, guys. Powerful indicator. We do have a few different courses on VWAP, and if you want to check out some of those courses, I'll post that video here as well. Here's part 2 of our advanced VWAP course. If you want to check out part 1, you can just look in the description, but here's the link. It's the third realest trader in the world behind Warren and Jack. Might be in front of Warren, but So what if people dislike you? You're going to make that change who you are? Of course not, man. You guys know me. I'm honest. I'm brutally honest, even if it doesn't benefit me, which most of the time it doesn't. One thing I've learned running this YouTube channel is that people don't want to hear the truth. People want you to pat them on the back and tell them that their stock is going to fly. EVFM at 65 cents. AFIB at 111s. We got Rev at 780s. Redbox did dip, though. Here's Redbox. It's at 940s, 950s. Not just that. Did you hear about the football player, Tina? Man, what was his name? Trevor Lawrence. He definitely lost a lot, bro. He says he didn't, but he definitely lost a lot. Of course, he's going to shoot it down because he doesn't want to admit that because it kind of hurts. Lawrence had 24 million, roughly the amount of his NFL signing bonus in Bitcoin. And that 24 million is now worth only about 9 million. So he's lost 62% of its value. You know, bro, I love cryptocurrency, but bro, if I'm getting 24 million, I'll put it this way: I like cryptocurrency, but if I'm already rich, then I'm just gonna take the money. You know. And at the same time, though, I think it depends on how long they're willing to hold it. But still. AXSM, wow, missed it. Yeah, AXSM flew. Up to 37s. No. Big rip, big move. Again, catalyst for AXSM is this. $30 million float. Company received a proposed labeling from the FDA for Axsom's treatment of major depressive disorder. And here's the catalyst for this. Yeah, if you're going to get paid, I mean, I guess it depends on how much money you have is the real question, though. So you're cool, right? You're the poster previously known as Coolio, right? I'm assuming. But I think it depends on how much money you already have, you know, because I guess I feel about it like this. If I'm already rich, then I don't mind taking some risks in terms of security or equities trading or cryptocurrency investments. You know, if I'm already up, as long as I'm not risking my current fortune, then I don't mind taking that risk, but it needs to be diversified and it needs to be small and diversified, you know. Am I going to get my entire payment, which is going to be the first time I'm really making money like that in a very volatile cryptocurrency? No, you know, doesn't seem like a good decision. Now, maybe you could do something where it's like 10% of that is in cryptocurrency or something small, so you can diversify and kind of put a little bit everywhere, which is usually the right move. But it certainly wouldn't be my entire bonus or, you know, whatever it is. I don't think that's the smart move. I don't think that's the smart move at all. Yeah, cool, yo. All right, cool. Bitcoin will hit 60 again about time to buy now for long term. I tend to agree, TD. Now, of course, I don't know what's going to happen, but I tend to agree with that. CYBN receives FDA initial investigation on new drug clearance for P12 of major depressive disorder. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Max? Yeah, it just depends. It depends, you know. What's CEI doing for you, Max? Here's CEI. CEI at 43 cents, 43 cents. AXSM is at about 37s. All right, so CEI at 43 cents. Good luck to you as well, Kyle. Yeah, if you get paid in altcoins, it's a little bit different, probably. Trevor isn't that silly, though. He was referring to the signing bonus he got for an endorsement deal with FTX. Okay, got you. Yeah, then that's all good. Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, listen, you're gonna get paid for sponsor. I mean, I get paid in Bitcoin, in cryptocurrency. You know, from BitGet, they pay me in Bitcoin. You know, most of the time I'm withdrawing. And one of the reasons I know BitGet is legit, like you get people that kind of scream, "Oh, BitGet," but it's like I withdraw from Bitcoin or from BitGet every day. Like if I didn't get my money, if they weren't legit and they didn't actually like work, that I would never stay signed with them because I wouldn't ever get my money. But of course they work, and CI is okay. It's at 43 cents. I mean, I wouldn't say it looks great or bad. I think the long-term chart looks rough. Short-term chart's just a little choppy, but all good. AXSM still ramping up at 37.35s here. Huge. IMPP, another oil play. Doing about the same thing as CEI. Sorry, JB. Let me post some of this stuff. But yeah, I don't like Trevor Lawrence, man. Not as a football player, at least. I think he's a little bit overhyped. I think he had a great team behind him when he played for Clemson. Yeah, I mean, like I said. Here's the problem. Here's the problem is that, what's the problem with Twitter? You know what the real problem with Twitter is? Is that if somebody tags you, you can't see what the freak they're tagging you for. You know what I mean? Like, I can't go to their post and look at it and actually see what they're tagging me for. It says replying to this person and this person. But, like, it doesn't actually show me what they're replying to. Oh, my man. These are earnings. Okay, yeah. Tomorrow we have Athlon. Bed Bath & Beyond is Wednesday morning at the open or in pre-market. See, where's MU? Oh, there it is. Thursday. All right. Look at AXSM fly, though. EVFM at 64 cents. Oh, yeah, I got to put that thing up, man. Hold on, guys. Here, hold on 1 second, guys. Look, it's a nice view and all, but like, still not that good, man. There we go. That's better. Sorry, I had a glare. AXSM still ramping up. Still in the hospital, man. James, for your eyes, right? I hope you feel better. Trevor looked terrible last year. I'm a Jags fan, but dang, he looked bad. Yeah, man. I mean, you guys know me. Burrow has just got Sunshine's number, man. That's all I'm saying. My man Joe Burrow has Trevor's number, man. Trevor's good, but he didn't look that impressive to me. The biggest thing with Trevor is he's not the most clutch quarterback, I think. I think where Burrow, people might look at him and be like, he's not that impressive. I think Burrow shows up when he needs to. Trevor, he's choked a lot. Sunshine. Well, I think he's good. I don't think he's elite. But I'm an LSU fan from Baton Rouge, and so of course I don't like Trevor Lawrence, and Sunshine will be okay if I don't like him. AXSM is at 37.40s. AXSM, yeah, AXSM up big here. And again, you can see the catalyst for it is right here. VFRM buyout coming? I can check. Let me see. Room. Consumer cyclical stock. I don't see anything about a buyout. I know it ran on Friday for no justifiable reason. What time's Nike's earnings call? At 5. Okay. Oh, buy stocks. You saw that Astros no-hitter, bro. I feel kind of bad. Like we had cooked my in-laws had cooked this big dinner for everybody. And we had this party on Saturday. Oh, man, I'm sore, bro. We played 2 hard games of wiffle ball. But anyways, before everybody came over on Saturday, I was basically up in my room here watching the Astros no-hitter. And I got so excited about it. I tried to drag everybody up here. I was like, Maddie, I'll try to grab my daughter, who is a baseball fan. And she caught the end of it. She caught the 9th inning. But, man, combined no-hitter. First one since 2019 for the Astros. It would have been a lot better if we didn't get walked off yesterday and on game 1 of the series with the Yankees. It would have been a lot better if we didn't get walked off both times. But we did throw a no-hitter, so it was a fun series. And yeah, Yankees are good, man. Yankees are good this year. I can't even hate. SYTA, a lot of people mentioning that one. We can take a look at this. SYTA ripped. It's now fallen all the way back down to 150s here. We can look at the catalyst, but it's not really holding anymore, unfortunately, there. SCADA Mobile. Their next generation push-to-talk over cellular SD7 device is now commercially available and sold through FirstNet and AT&T Inc. Is what this is for SYTA stock. But yeah, it didn't hold its gains, unfortunately. Here's the catalyst. It didn't hold its gains all the way back down to 150. Judge owns the Astros, and he's cute, bro. Judge is a freaking 8-foot tall monster, bro. Judge is a beast. I like Judge. I like Aaron Judge. He's a beast, man. I mean, I don't like him when he plays against us, but he's good. He's good. Here's the thing, though. Everybody hates on Jose Altuve, but it's been statistically proven that Altuve probably didn't cheat. If you look at his stats in the year that he supposedly cheated, and you look at his stats now, it's pretty consistent. There's no big drop off. They've also done a lot of other studies to show that Jose Altuve didn't cheat back in 2017. A lot of the players have come out and been like, yeah, Altuve definitely didn't cheat. There were some players that cheated. Altuve wasn't one of them. I think if we were talking about who cheated, it's most likely Bregman. Bregman fell off big since then. Bregman has not been as good since, I'm not going to say he cheated. He might just be having a tough few years, but freaking Bregman, man. Yeah, both teams did good. All right, guys. AXSM at 36 cents. 36 cents. Oh. Yeah. Dodgers are good. But yeah, VRM. We got a lot of people mention VRM. That's why Tia basically fell back down. VRM is up there. I don't know if we have any news on this. I could look. I don't think there is. This is Vroom. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we have any news here for this one. Huge day Friday and Thursday. Thursday, Friday, this thing ran big. Don't know why though. Could just be sympathy moves, I guess. Nobody saw any actual justifiable catalyst for this. Yeah, for sure, Pod. Rev for today. Yeah, we're looking at Rev. Rev is at 780s. It's mostly break even and pre, but it's been volatile every day last week, so we're gonna watch it for sure. Redbox as well. We're watching Redbox also. Yeah, Pawn and I play MLB The Show. Sports cards if you ever want to play. Yeah. What was Aaron Judge's last contract? $19 million contract. What is that? Is it just a 1-year contract? I'm guessing. Yeah, 19 million. 20 million a year ain't bad. It's not the greatest for sure. EVFM at 65 cents. Revlon at 780s. Anything else moving, guys? I mean, we got a few things. EVFM. We also traded AFIB this morning and made some money with it. It's looking pretty solid this morning as well at 114s. 114s. We got AXSM at 35.5. AFIB at 115. I think Vladdy Jr. pick it up a little bit. What's funny is when he looks like he's struggling for a month and you look back at it, it's still a good month. Yeah. Oh, Vladdy is a beast, man. He's one of my favorite players right now. I really like the Jays. I like Bichette. I like Vlad. They're just a fun team, man. AFIB at 113, AXSM at 36 cents. So PSNY, GGPI, Polestar. We're watching that one move too. Let's see Mark up here as well. MARK. Mark is at 44 cents. So it's gapping up some, but low volume here. Bitcoin still sitting about 21,500, which is not bad. AMST, PBLA, IDRA. I don't know, man. Vladdy got caught up in 2019. And he has done exceptional since then. To be in that MVP race every year since then is pretty impressive. since getting called up. Another Wander Franco. No, I think he kind of cooled off a little bit, right? Or no, he's been injured. Yeah, Wander Franco is back, so that'll be fun watching the Rays. You hear that train? Cool, but man, we played 2 games of wiffle ball, bro, and I am sore, dude. I am sore. My feet hurt. But look at AXSM, it's up there. We also have Revlon, we're watching. ASMT, KRBP. AGRX at 160s. TNX is up there. We got BRQS showing up. Looks like a split of some sort. Reverse split for BRQS. We got EPZM gapping up as well. We got VERO, which moved a little bit, but no real gap ups on these. Like I'm seeing these gaps, but they're not really doing much. So volume's light on some of these gap ups is what I mean. So lower volume this morning. Market itself, the broader stock market is doing great though. SPY is up to 391.20s. Not too shabby. BOXD is running. Yeah, BOXD is running, guys. Wow, 260s. Wow. Yeah, BOXD at 264s here. I'm gonna look. I know this was a former runner from last week. Again, we're back to trading our regular account. 63 million float. I don't see any news today. My computer's getting a little loud. Let me exit out of some stuff. I'm looking up baseball stats now. Did it like this, did it like that, did it, yeah. At 240? Yeah, man, 240 was a great call. Yeah. PSNY supposed to ring opening bell tomorrow. That'll be fun. Hey, what's up, Rick? Hey, good morning, man. Oh, dude, that 99 Randy Johnson pawn. I don't want his smoke, bro. Yeah, BOXD starting to fly though. It's over 270s now, 270s, 280s. With world news being what it is, I keep a close eye on oil. Yeah, certainly makes sense. Certainly logical, I think. Oil prices have been fluctuating a lot. They're right at the forefront of kind of what's been happening with the stock market, both good and bad, over the last few months. There's oil pricing related to the Russia-Ukraine issues and stuff going on there. Hey, good morning, Tina. Yeah, BOXD's flying up right now. It's definitely the biggest mover this morning, currently. Over 100,000 shares traded per minute in pre-market. So very volatile. Debating still on listing a Judge PSA 10. Hey, so TD Sports Cards, is there still a big market for that, man? I've really thought about getting into Pokemon. Because, like, I was always a Pokemon guy. Like, in elementary and middle school, we traded Pokemon cards heavily. And I've heard it's a good business to get involved with. If you know what you're doing. But I've also heard that the margins aren't great either. So I don't know. I've thought about getting into card businesses and collectibles, but just haven't. BOXD at 260s. 260s. Holding at 260s. Almost up to 270s here for BOXD. So it ripped over VWAP. It held. It's still pushing. Hey, what's up, Angel? You all heard that the G7 is also banning import of Russian gold, right? Green? Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. BOXE XD is up to 260s. The AXSM news is company received proposed labeling from the FDA for Axsom's treatment of major depressive disorder. So proposed labeling from FDA. BOXD at 260s. AXSM at 3620s. Hey, what's up, Billy? Any update on Redbox, bro? Redbox. It's pretty slow right now. I mean, if you look at if you look at like a 20-day chart, Redbox still looks pretty good. Good volatile gains. But it's been slow for the last week or so. So we'll see. It's at 950s. $10 big level, I think. So watching 10. And DWC is down to 25. Let me move this if you can see it. All right, guys. So BOXD is bouncing at 260 still. AXSM is still up there too. Y'all do me a favor, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. We do this live every weekday morning for free. JCSE. Man, look at BOXD. It's at 260s right now. Almost 270s. One thing I'm noticing though is that stock market volume is down. You know. JSCE. Well, it's not moving much. Yeah, NRSN, guys. Look at NRSN. It's running us at 240s right now. Neurosynth. They said that their new biomarker data in people with ALS validates Neurosynth's clinical strategy, according to an update that they just posted here. Neurosynth reports positive results as well, positive trial results being reported by NRSN. We can look at the float size here. Float size is about 5.6 million, so it's a very small float stock as well. Currently at 235s, 240s. Pulling back the volume weighted average price as we speak. There's going to be some big runners at the open. Vacation time for a lot of people. Yeah, stock market volume is just down. I mean, I could see like Ross streaming. Ross is only getting about 10,000 views a stream, you know, and so he's even getting pretty low views. And you know, I think everybody's gone on vacation. Everybody's traveling. Historically, the market is slow during summer. And so historically, market's a little bit slow during summertime, and with that, you know, we're just getting a little bit lower volume, which is okay. It'll come back. Usually, the hot months for the stock market are usually the holiday months, and so like the winter holidays. So it's like it starts off. The market starts to heat back up in like October, November, December, January. Are really the most volatile 4 months of the year in the stock market. So BOXED pulled back a little bit. We might buy this dip here. So how many shares do we want to buy? We'll get in with an initial 10. We get filled here. Okay, there's 10. There's 20. It's the range. Range isn't bad. We'll get like 50 maybe. Barely missed this bounce. So we're in a 50 shares of BOXD. 50 shares. July is the most nullish month for the year. Yeah, for sure. July is the most bullish month for the year. Yeah. Just the volume is a little bit lighter during the summer, I think. At least it has been. Yeah. All right, but yeah, we are in. We are in BOXD. We might add a little bit more. We're in 75 shares here. We also have NRSM popping back up here. AGRX didn't do much. It kind of fell back down. AXSM still over 35s. All right, guys. So box D is up there. All right, so we're trying to bounce up a little bit. Look at NRSN. It's really starting to pump here. It's at 240s. Yeah, I'm good, man. PETZ. Look at NRSN here. PETZ's at 3s, so it's trying. NRSN is up to 260s, 260s. BOXD is at 260s as well. NRSN is at 260s. So both of these are at 260s, but NRSN just got a huge surge of volume at 260s. Currently, 266 is the new high for this one. Go back to some of the old school music, huh? The OG music. All right, so we're still in BOXD. Disney making big moves. Watch Party, PETZ moving, Apple long. Is Disney making moves? Disney's back up to 97.80s. I think the SPY itself is just green right now. Here's the SPY. SPY's very green this morning, or at least it was. It's actually starting to dip down, which is unfortunate. Luckily, though, Friday we made some really big gains in the stock market. So Friday we pumped all the way up to roughly 390 here, which is great on the SPY. NRSN is still surging up, still moving up big. NRSN is a relatively unknown stock, though. Still popping up, though. Still big moves. SPY bouncing right at that previous closing price of 390 here. PSNY is still trying. But we're in BOXD at this point in time. Still watching like AFIB at 112s. But look at NRSN. It's at 260s. Looks good. AFIB at 112s. Today we got Nike earnings today. BOXD's starting to dip. We're not going to hold this forever. We'll let it try to test 250 or so, and then if it can't, we'll just get out. Disney has news. Party has a move coming. Yeah, we could look up Disney. I don't see any news for Disney. Cathie Woods sold Disney, bro. Honestly, just another reason why I just disagree with Cathie Woods, man. I think Cathie Woods' picks have been horrible. I think if you look at all of them, they're all like. Here's the problem with Cathie Woods' investment strategy, is that I think what happens is that she buys up stocks when they're the most hyped. When they're the most hyped. And I think she just gets herself in trouble by doing so. You know? Like, I think a lot of the stocks she's buying up are okay stocks. I don't think they're amazing, a lot of them. But they're okay. But she's buying them up when they have, like, big catalysts that come out. You know? So she's buying it essentially, like, at the top. You know? And that's not usually a profitable long-term investment strategy. Or at least a profitable swing trading strategy. And so I think she's just got to do a little bit better with her entries. I think if she can get better with her entries, the stocks she's investing in are ultimately fine, but she's got to get better with where she decides to enter, because I think a lot of the time she's just buying up really hyped up stocks that are at the top, at least the top of the short-term move. Right, exactly. I tend to be more along the lines of I like buying Disney at this point in time. Like I think Disney's kind of a buy right now, you know. But again, I don't know for sure. No idea what Disney will ultimately do, but I do like Disney right now. AFIB is also pushing up here. Look at this. It's almost up to 120s right now. Still watching Rev. Here's Revlon. It's trying to make a push up. Sassy. But yeah, Disney is doing okay. I think it's cheap right now. Disney's still at 97 cents. If it's under $100, I think Disney's very cheap. Amazon too. Amazon's only at 116 right now. And so I think I've been a big proponent of telling people that I tend to like to buy into these dips. I tend to like to buy into these pullbacks. I tend to like to buy into these moves. And so it looks like I was right because most of this stuff is bouncing up now. BOXD bounce. I don't know. I'm in BOXD, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm letting it test VWAP here, and we'll see what happens. Amazon's starting to dip down. SPY. Again, SPY had big moves earlier and then kind of just quietly faded into obscurity. Yeah. Hey guys, we got about 45 minutes until the opening bell. About 45 minutes. I'm letting BOXD test, but we'll cut it. Kind of poking around in pre-market. We'll probably make no money. Make our money back once the bell rings. Usually we do. Sorry, guys. See, I have a BCP poker link. BOXD might bounce too. Bro. Sassy. What was the BOXD news? So BOXD, I don't think it had a news today. I think it moved a little bit. Hey, baby girl. Hey, Sassy. Go see. Yeah. She can hang out here if you want her to, but I don't know if she. Hey, baby. Go see. Go see. That's right. Go see. Go see. Yeah, good girl. There you go. But yeah, BOXD looks like it might have faked me out some here. But I don't see any actual catalyst. So if you guys know why it's moving, let me know. Yeah, it's Sassy, Leslie. It's my mother-in-law's dog. She's a miniature poodle. She's super cute though, man. I like little dogs. Carol hates little dogs, but I love little dogs. Little dogs are most loyal dogs you get. BOXD back at 250s. Kind of want to buy it again, but I think I'll wait. SPY popped back up to 390s, which is good. I think as long as it holds over 390s, that's what we want to see. NRSN still trying here. PSNY at 1220s. So we're watching that. Again, I mean, we got a lot of stuff. AXSM today, big moves, pulling back to the VWAP. Might be bouncing there. It's at 3560s. So that's interesting. Yeah, I usually lose money in pre-market as a whole for the most part. Like pre-market, you'll see me kind of lose money. A lot of the time I'm just kind of poking around, and I'll take really small size so that I'm not super, worried about it. But that's kind of how it goes, All right, guys. So BOXD still down. SPY dipping. It's at 390s. 390s. I spent all morning saying nope, nope, nope. Honestly, I probably should have. Hey, what's up, Hal? Yeah, thank you, brother. AFIB. Yeah, AFIB still moving. We made a little bit of money from this one earlier, but not much. BUXD still kind of looks good. I think I probably got faked out of it, which is okay. Like I said, pre-market is kind of eh. I don't take any big positions in pre-market. Most of the time, it's just small, easy. What happened to MMAT? MMAT had an offering, and so MMAT had an offering. It's at 119s now. 119s. So yeah, MMAT was just an offering. Free sucks. Offering on MMAT. So yeah, I mean, it is dilution, guys. Now, again, I think it really depends on your outlook on the metaverse. I think MMAT is a great stock, but I think what it's hurting from right now is losing hype on metaverse overall. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think we should judge MMAT too hardly here. I think it's mostly, again, metaverse stuff losing attention. And I think when metaverse stuff loses attention, metaverse related companies dwindle down a little bit. I think that's what we're getting right now. And so I think if you're going to bet on MMAT long term, you're basically making a bet on the metaverse. And so it depends on what your stance on the metaverse is regarding MMAT. And I like MMAT. I think the technology is interesting. But again, I don't know what it's going to do. No idea. Always make your own assessment, trade responsibly. AGRX is dipping down a little bit now. It's at 160s. So it's at 160s now. All right, so EFVM or EVFM still looks pretty interesting. It's at 64 cents. So offering closes tomorrow. Yeah, FIB. These are the ones that are mostly running right now. We're still watching Rev, but like these are the ones that are kind of moving in pre-market. NRSN, BOXD, AFIB, and EVFM. Revlon's not really doing much, but still got some volume, at least so far right now. You think Rev and Redbox dip drive more today? I don't know. We'll see if they wake back up. Looks like BOXD faked me out a little bit, but that's okay. But yeah, we'll see if Revlon wakes back up a little bit. Revlon, I think, still looks pretty good if you look at it over a 10-day period. Revlon started off 10 days ago at 108. It's currently at 780. So those are pretty big percentage gains overall. Now, I know a buyout is looming, and it's Chapter 11 reorganizational bankruptcy. And so I do think you should take that into consideration here with Revlon. And we'll see. Chewy? CHWY is Chewy, right? It's gapping up some. Yeah. All right, so yeah, Apple at 142s. 142s. Rev is fine. Made 7K off 3 days on Rev. Nice. Apple is up to 142. So Apple doing a little bit better than the actual broader market today. SPY down to 390s here. Testing previous close. I don't know, for whatever reason, my previous closing price won't show up on this chart. I really have no idea why not. For whatever reason, this chart won't put the... Oh, there it goes. Now it's up. Strange, man. I've had that problem for like the last week. It finally worked. But yeah, SPY is basically testing the previous closing price as we speak. Down to 390s, which is fun. Yeah, I mean, we're watching NRSN too. We're watching a little bit of everything. We're just kind of going back and forth between these. NRSN is pulling back to 250s. And so we'll see if we bounce at VWAP, bounce at 250. Certainly possible. But these are the penny stocks that have held the best this morning. Can you get delisted? Just join what we looking like, sir. We got EVFM gapping up, AFIB gapping up, BOXD gapping up, NRSN gapping up some. We have AXSM at 34s as well, starting to pull back some. SPY itself, so the broader market is slightly green, pretty close to break even this morning though. Big bullish day Friday for the broader market, but pretty close to break even right now. Can it get delisted? Speaking of Rev. Oh, it could. Again, just understand they're at I mean, Revlon, the chances of getting delisted, I think, are pretty low based off of the current price. You know, usually to get delisted, you got to be under $1. And there's a few other reasons to get delisted, but usually that's kind of what it is. All right, so NRSN is still bouncing at 260s. BOXD pulling back down under VWAP. EVFM is still trying here. Still watching AFIB. It's up to 119s now. It hit highs in pre-market of 120s. TBLT. And the wind's heavy out there. All right, guys. So BOXCD pulling back. TBLT starting to fight back some here. I think TBLT is still interesting. And this one moved last week as well. If we're looking at TBLT, Tough Built Industries. I don't see any catalysts. Broader consumer discretionary sector trading higher amid continued volatility as the market evaluates the economic impact of Fed policy tightening. Doesn't JP speak this week? Let me see. When's the Fed minutes? How long ago was the... I don't know if the Fed minutes is time yet. I might have another week before we get the Fed minutes. So we got commercial paper, forward exchange rates, and selected interest rates. So Wednesday, JP speaks at the Economic Policy Panel discussion at the European Central Bank Forum on Central Banking in Portugal. That's going to be at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. Please no, don't let JP talk. MMAT is a long-term play. However, it will squeeze big time when the dividend gets announced, I think, within 30 to 60 days, but no one knows. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a metaverse play, you know. TBLT broke VWAP. Not quite yet. It's still got about 2 or 3 cents from VWAP. NRSN riding VWAP, the UF government. Yeah, you know how it goes. I mean, I don't know, man. I think JP gets a bad rap. I think that it's very difficult to do what he's doing. There's a lot of pressure. And I don't think he, the big thing you guys got to understand is that it's not just the U.S. economy that's struggling. It's not just inflation being high in the U.S. It's worldwide, mostly stemming from the C word in 2020 affecting shipping, the Russia-Ukraine conflict as well. And so these are broadly affecting universally most, or at least most countries and places across the world. Inflation is very high worldwide. It's not just the US. And so while it might be easy to be like, yeah, JP sucks, or Jerome Powell is trash or whatever it is, some of this is outside of his control, I was actually in agreement with him raising rates 75 basis points. I thought that was the right move, just because, inflation is so freaking high, man. Everything is so expensive. And so I don't mind short-term pain as long as the inflation goes down because everything is freaking expensive. Yeah. All right, EBFM at 65 cents, 65 cents. We got TBLT at 260s. We got BOXD at 240s, 250s. NRSN still dipping down here. TBLT trying to make a comeback, and EBFM is back over VWAP. It's at 65 cents. And then we can look at BOXD, which is still consolidating around the VWAP. It's at 250s, 240s. EBFM is at 65 cents, 65 cents. And then NRSN is at 250 still. Nah, that's too political for me, Rod. You know that. I'm pretty neutral politically. I mean, I'll just avoid that conversation, brother. EVFM at 65 cents, BOXD at 250s. SPY still trying to bounce back, hopefully, at least. Let me see what the SPY's doing. SPY's still up there at 390s here. If we look at the previous closing price, There we go. We're still decently above that. And again, we're over 390. That's all we can really hope for. What's your favorite gapper this morning, guys? Look at BOXD still back up, so I guess I did get faked out at least a little bit. All right, guys. So TBLT rejected, but look at BOXD flying up here. BOXD is making some big moves. Yeah, we need this. We need your UFC picks this weekend, man. Look at BOXD, guys. BOXD surging up here. It's at 265s, bro. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys this story. So I went to go get my hair cut. This is a funny story. I went to go get my hair cut. Yeah, BOXD just faked me out here. BKKT, here's the spy. BKKT's not doing enough. AFIB is up. AXSM, it's pretty big. There's a pullback for BOXD. Maybe I'll add to that. But I go get my hair cut, and I'm in this little bitty country town in Michigan, and it's the smallest. It's probably the most country haircut place I ever got to. And this man, must have been like 80 years old. He cut my hair, and so at this point in time, it was just so hot. I was ready to get my hair cut, but my son came with me. And so my son came with me because he needed his haircut as well. And so we get there, and I don't think the dude could hear very well. And so I was just ready to get the haircut done. And so he cuts my son's hair first. And I thought he asked me, "You just want a regular boy's cut?" And I was just kind of like, "Yeah." And then he gives Jack a bowl cut. So now Jack has a bowl cut. And apparently, thinking back on it, maybe he said, "Do you just want a regular bowl cut?" And I thought he said boy cut. And now Jack has a bowl cut, you know? And I guess he didn't do that bad with my hair. But, like, my son has a bowl cut. I kind of feel bad. But I think Jack kind of likes it. I don't know. I remember my grandfather having to wait all the way until Sunday to get the Wall Street Journal to see if his stock went up. Bowl cut, eh? The cut of the century, you know? All right, guys. So BOXD still trying to hold. NRSN is up there. AXSM's kind of quiet now. Again, let me know what y'all are watching. Here's Rev. Revlon is at 390s. Yeah, man, he's been struggling. Yeah, that's basically what it was. Long bowl cuts are back in, at least with skaters. Yeah, honestly, I saw this rap video about this Houston rapper that ended up like doing some terrible stuff. But like his name was Garo 10K. And like he was in this gangster rap video. And he had a bowl cut. You know? And he had like a legit bowl cut. This kid, let me find him. He had like a legit bowl cut. Like, look at this. You ready? Like, look at this. My man has a bowl cut. Look at this. He actually has a legit bowl cut, you know? So I guess it's the style. And honestly, Jack wasn't that disappointed with his bowl cut. So, like, maybe he's cool now. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Our bowl cuts back in style, guys. Our bowl cuts back in style. Let me know right now. I mean, my haircut wasn't horrible, you know? Like, he could have done worse with mine. Is it great? No. But is it terrible? No. And, like, listen, like I said, man. This guy, the guy that cut my hair, he must have been like 80 years old, you know? Like, am I going to start a fight with an 80-year-old man about a refund? No. Like, this man still cutting hair at 80 years old. And so props to him, you know? I'll be nice to them. It's like Jim Carrey. Yeah, honestly, he might have said boy cut and just gave Jack a bowl cut. I don't know. I noticed there was a bowl cut when Jack's bangs were all the way down, and he just went clip, 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 you know? And I was like, oh no. But it's all right. Jack doesn't even know. He doesn't care. Jack's 8. So he'll be all right. Yeah. Yeah. AERC private placement at $10. Yeah. Let me know. Would you rock a bowl cut in today's day and age? Let me know. Should do a poll on it. We're going to do the greatest poll we've done in months. The poll is, do you accept a bowl cut? Let me know. Let me know. We need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, all good, Mike. Hey, do your thing, man. What do they charge for a haircut in Michigan? Well, this guy, and the only reason I went to this dude was because I'm in a small town. And so when you're in a small town, you can't really get in right away to get your hair cut. And so this guy was the only guy that I found that was able to cut my hair within like a day. But it was cheap. It was like, Jack's hair was like $12. And then I don't even remember what mine is. I gave the guy 40. And Jack's was 12. And mine must have been like 15 or 20. You know? Yeah, TBLT still under VWAP, hasn't done much since then. Rev is still at 780s. We got NRSN that's starting to break back up. It's at 250s. BOXD is at 265. Yeah, I'll accept it, you know. We got some fun videos about Jack, my son, and my daughter's pretty good too. Saw a few deer out here the other day too. Video stingers to make your channel look more professional for screen transitions. What's that? Free my grandma. Hey, you want to make me a regular coffee real quick? Okay, thank you, baby.
Just black?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll check them out. Free my grandma. Do you look at BOXD still pumping up?
So it's just was gonna get a coffee
Yeah, she probably thought I was drinking this, which I kind of was, so it's okay. Sassy. Hey, puppy girl. No? Okay. So BOXD is at 260s. TBLT is still trying to push up. It's still trying. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Sassy, come here. Sassy, come here. Oh, Sassy's gone. It's okay. Yeah, I'll have to check him out. I ain't cut my hair in 10 years. Honestly, I would, but shoot, man. I'm getting too old. I don't need all that hair, man. It's too long. BOXD is still running. Still running. 277s now. 277s. Redbox is dumping. I mean, it's down, but I mean, it's pretty rangy right now and free. We got this range right here, even though it's sideways, man. But look at BOXD flying up 270s. Huge moves. We're covering BOXT. I covered TBLT stock too. All right, so NRSN is up there too. BOXD still moving. Market going up because the Fed Reserve. I don't know. Market is going up. We'll figure it out why. All right, durable goods orders and a few other things came out. I think they mostly dropped the market though when those came out. But the market's not doing too terrible, I think. SPY looks pretty strong. Revlon back up to 290s. Might get ready to test the previous closing price. So REV testing the previous close, trying to go green on the day. What did I do, man? I pressed something on my computer. Yeah, MMAT just dumped, but there's Revlon popping up. It's at 790s. BOXD at 270s. All right, guys. So BOXD still up big. Redbox down to 930s. We'll see if it holds. KRBP trying. AXSM is still back over VWAP and still trying to make moves. Yeah, I didn't get a bowl cut, bro. I did not get a bowl cut. I mean, does this look like a bowl cut? I mean, I guess it kind of could. But yeah, I didn't get a bowl cut, man. My hair is just normal. Yeah, kind of normal, you know. Mullen good today? Yeah, Mullen, man. A lot of people talking about Mullen getting added to the Russell 2K, right? Or maybe it's the Russell 3K. Is it the 2 or 3K? But yeah, Mullen up to 150. So, hey, Mullen doing some stuff. You know what I mean? BOXC at 260s. Mullen up to 150s. John, do you get to work out in Michigan? No, not yet. Caesar cut? What's the Caesar cut, man? Is that what I got? Is that this? That's kind of what Jack got, was the Caesar cut. Is that what I have here? Y'all gonna make me just throw my hat on, man. Is that what I got? Do I have a Caesar cut? No, it's not short enough in the sides to be a Caesar cut. Was Mullen getting added to the Russell 2 or 3K? Which one was it? I thought it was a 3K. Chat, help me out. Answer that. BOXD still at 260s. Revlon at 795. So Revlon is actually testing the previous closing price. So Revlon is technically green on the day now. It's almost back up to $8 a share. TBLT is still trying. There's $7.99, almost $8 here for Revlon. It's starting to push. BOXD is up too. 2 and 3K? Okay, got you. You have the same haircut I used to have before I started working from home. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel? Hey, top of the morning to you. That's right. What's up, Stocks? Hey, what's up, Cincinnati? You looking sharp, John? Whatever haircut Jack Scotty will do it justice. Kid is super cute. Hey, thank you, KB. I appreciate it. Looking good, though. Hey, thanks, Max. Probably about to throw my hat on. It's just easier. Man, look at Rev. Rev is back up to 8s. Revlon back up to $8. So it's moving. All right, guys, we got 6 minutes. 6 minutes to hit the opening bell. All right, guys, 6 minutes. Good luck, team. Hope you guys make some money today. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Keep an eye on AL and A. Yeah, do well, guys. All right, guys. So yeah, we got about 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. Good luck, team. GTLA, NRSN. Let me know which stock you're watching the most right now. We got our poll going on. Let me see what our poll said. All right, so our poll says that we, out of 330 votes, do you think a market rebound is more likely after this morning's bullish pre-market session? 62% of people think yes. EVFM, AFIB, NRSN maybe. Yeah, I'm kind of watching BOXD, Revlon, with some pre-market volatility prior to the bell. We're watching Mullen, small range for day trading on that one though. AFIB and EVFM are probably the ones I'm watching as well, along with the SPY and Q, as we do. And we're going to be trading our regular account today, as we do. Yeah, everybody breathe deep and let it out slow. That's right. Let's try to make some money today. BOXD is up there. Again, though, we're going to be trading our regular account today on Thinkorswim, our $30,000 account. And yeah, wish me luck, guys. SPY's at 391s. Revlon back up to 804s. BOXD at 270s. Where's Redbox? Redbox still dipping down at 930s. But it's one of those things where it might just wake up one day and run. It might not, but it might just wake up one day and kind of run big. All right, guys. Revlon up to 813s right now. 813s. Market's about to open up. We got less than a minute. So again, good luck today. Let me know if you're red or green in pre-market. We're red, unfortunately, but we'll come back. With a $30,000 account, what would you consider a good day profit-wise? $200. You know, again, I know it's not the cool thing to say. I know people want me to say 1 or 2,000, but again, to be completely real, most of the time, it's not feasible to make that much. Like the larger you try to make every day, the more risky your trading strategy is ultimately going to be. And so sure, if I want to sell courses or something, I'd have to make more. But like I think a safe, reasonable profit with a $30,000 account is $200 a day, you know, $100 to $200 a day. I still think that's very difficult, but it's reasonable for me at least. Now, again, I know that might not be the number some people want to hear because people are kind of programmed at this point with gurus who are mostly just trying to sell courses to you, telling you that you can make thousands a day. Most of the time, that's not really feasible with a $30,000 account. You can make $1,000 a day, but you're going to be risking so much that eventually you'll probably lose your account if you try to continually do that. Revlon ripping up at 840s, right at the opening bell, 840s. Huge move. BOXT is up there as well. We're looking at Redbox down. Watching the SPY as well here. SPY is at 391s currently, which is great. Oh, wait, is this pinned here? I don't want this pinned. How do I get rid of this? Unlink. There we go. We got TBT right out the gate down. Revlon popping up big though at 830s. SPY at 391.30s. BOXD at 270s. If y'all see anything else running, let me know. I'll switch the pre-market scans over to regular as well. SPY with a big kind of doji candle with big up and down wicks. Revlon, 840s right now, guys. 840s for Revlon, making big moves too. I've been trading futures for so long now. I kind of got to get into the swing of things with my regular TOS account. I've been trading futures for the last week, so big breakdown in the SPY. We might start to short this if it sets up well for us, at least. Ooh, big breakdown in the market down to 390s, correcting some. Really volatile downward market at the opening bell. Got a new candle about to open up. TBLT's down. Revlon's still trying to push up. All right, we're in 50 shares. All right, TOS took a while to sell. I didn't really like that, but we just made a little bit. Big breakdown in the SPY itself. Boxed. BUXD pushing up. It's at 285s now. 285s. TBLT down to 240s. Revlon consolidating. We'll watch for a range break in Revlon maybe. Same thing we talked about in the video we put out. So watch for a range break and then, see if we can do something there. But the SPY is actually breaking down really quickly here. BUXD pumping up to 280s. 280s. Let me know if TBLT comes back. AXSM is dipping down too. Market's just kind of breaking down here. No new candles. Excella. We're gonna get 25 shares in with this real quick. 25 shares. We're gonna be shorting on the drop. We'll cover there. Get a little bit, taking a little bit long to fill me when I'm trying to get filled on the bounce, but we've made a little bit at the open. Just trying to push up. Good morning. We'll keep targeting this. I'm not really getting the best fills on TOS. It might have to do with my internet today. How's y'all's fills on TOS this morning? Look how long this is taking, TOS. That's unacceptable, man. Anybody else having a long time to get filled here? I mean, we're making money, but... Hey, what's up, Tiny? Market just broke. BOXD pulling back. Revlon in that sideways rectangular range that we can maybe target if we get something set up. Anything else running that I'm missing? Yeah, if the fills keep acting like this, then I'm going to have to switch. All right, so Revlon's still trying to push up. Man, market's still breaking lows. I got to slow down a little bit, but stock market's falling. We'll roughly break even. We're about to pull into green territory with another green trade if we get one. But man, market's falling. I don't even want to. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles in a row here. Revlon's still trying to make that move. If you guys see anything else, let me know. Yeah, other people haven't too. We're up. We're roughly break even right now. All right, so we're 25 shares. So we got a flush real quick. 25 shares on the SPY. Watch my sell order here. Watch how long it takes to fill me. It's way too long for a market order, man. Way too long. I mean, we're green on the day now, but that's way too long for a market order. We'll look for a little pop. We'll also wait for Revlon. We have this rectangle range here for Revlon. So, like, if we break over 850 or under 810 and maybe 790s, that maybe we'll target some more. But the market's just diving down, crashing down here. We've been shorting it most of the day, but BLXD ripped and then pulled back some. Fidelity fills are good. 380. So the market's just breaking down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles in a row. Looking weak. My fills are surprisingly good. It could be my internet. It's certainly possible. All right, Revlon moving up, though, trying to test the top of that range. It's at 830s right now. But man, the SPY just broke all the way down here, man. That sucks. It almost is like this is being pushed down. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what it feels like sometimes where, you know, we have this big bull day Friday, big great day. And I know generally speaking with extension, you know, the market's going to correct. But like we get this big bullish resurgence Friday. And then at the opening bell today, it is early. And so it is early, but we are pretty extended on the downside pretty early. You know, we're only open for about 7 minutes and, you know, the market is all the way down, pretty heavy amount. No losing trades since the opening bell. We push up a little bit more here. I'll short some more. Shorts have been really easy this morning, so I'm not anticipating that that's going to continue, of course. AFIB didn't do much. Let me scoot my internet a little bit closer. That might help. I also have my mobile hotspot if I want to use it. We're going to take a small position here on a bounce. Look at these fills. Look at this, man. Sheesh. Wow. Okay, we're just going to... Oh my gosh. TOS. This is ridiculous. Does anybody see that? Oh my gosh. Now it fills me. I don't know how comfortable I feel like this. What do I want to do with this? I could double down or I could... We'll cover. Or we'll sell one. We'll add to it. But I got to be very careful. The fills are not the best this morning. We got some profit on the day, so we'll let this sit. But, man, fills are not great. Hey, Maddie. Good morning. All right, we're almost up to... Yep. Maybe adding there was the wrong move. I still think we might actually flush back down some. We're under the previous closing price. And so I think I'm going to hold this and just be patient with it. I just hope my fills are a little bit better if we try to get in some today. We got the cushion on the day, so I almost added to it here. All right, we're in 50 shares now. We'll see if we flush back down. There we go. It's better. Letting it consolidate. Just kind of being patient here and waiting. I don't mind letting it work. And if I lose on this one and I get back to, you know, break even on the SPY, that's fine. Big enough position and enough cushion on the day where I can be a little bit looser with this one. There we go, almost break even. When's a new candle open right now? Okay, Hopefully it's not a bull candle and it's just a red flush candle. There we go. That's what we want. All right, we covered. We'll cover another few shares. This is what I thought would happen. I just started to add to it a little bit early, which is fine. And we can ride that flush. Cover there. I'm about 27 on the SPY. Not bad for about 10 minutes. We'll see if we can keep it going. Green on the day. Like I said, I mean, I thought this move just looked so weak. Revlon's still pushing up. And again, if we break over that 850 level in Revlon and then hold and then pull back some, maybe we'll target some more. We'll see. Sorry, let me pull the chat up so I can actually see what's going on. Yeah, it could be my internet. NRSN. We've got a lot of people talking about this one now. We're going to short right at the bottom of this range and slowly add to it with 10 shares on a pop. And if we drop it, that'll be fine. But man, look at NRSN, guys. This thing has just been flying. It's at 307s. Wow. Let's see if it holds threes. We did have a catalyst for NRSN. Here's the catalyst for it. It blocks my trading though, so we're going to move this. All right, we're going to buy this little upside down kind of cup and handle breakout pattern. We'll get 30 shares here, and then that's it. No more than 30. Hey, Sassy. Hey, baby, come here. Yeah, that's a good girl. She doesn't want me. She knows I hold her. All right, we're going to cover here. Still think there's a little bit too much lag time between fills, but that's okay. We'll hold this in case we break lows. I think we want to. There we go. Testing lows. There's the break. Like I said, I thought it looked like we wanted to break lows. Momentum was there for sure. And we'll cover that. All right, so we're up a little bit under 35 on the day. Not too bad. It's all right. All right, guys. Sorry, Carol had to talk to me about something. There's the SPY pushing up. Man, NRSN is still breaking highs. Wow. That's QQQ. Man, look at NRSN. We're popping up. 10 shares. They're short. Small size at this point. I think it's a little bit riskier position, but we'll cover into that. A little bit under $40 in profit at this point. Market's been really easy though. Big breakdowns. All right, Revlon at 830. So we're still in this rectangular range for Revlon, which is something that we talked about in our video that we dropped yesterday. In these rectangle ranges, yeah, NRSN rip it up. Let's see if it holds threes here. $3 pullback seems okay. All right, we're back in, shorten the SPY. We're going to add on a bounce if we can. We're going to start it off with 10 and then maybe get some more. There's 20. Get up to maybe 40 in this position. We wanted to add there, but our fill wasn't fast enough, and it filled us anyway. Weird. Starting to flush. Yeah, we're going to take a piece off there just to lock in something, and then let the rest test if it moves down and use the money. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're up $42 on a day. Not bad for about 15 minutes after the opening bell. BOXD dipped under VWAP and rejected and flushed. Yeah, RSN is up. Market's still breaking down. Still waiting for Revlon to break out of that range if we can. And we still have BOXD at 250s. NRSN is still holding through. I might buy a little bit of this right here. We got a downweight candle for NRSN. Do have a downweight candle, hammer candle. Cover a little piece there just in case. Hey, sassy. We'll see. Just gotta be careful. The flush can happen quick. Got a hammer candle on the upside for the SPY. We'll take that. SPY still breaking. Taking so long to fill me. Look at how long this market order is taking to fill me. Unbelievable, man. There we go. Don't buy it. Don't. Sheesh, dude. My mic is getting static. Yeah, we might be lagging a little bit. Here, hold on. One second, guys. One second, team. Sorry, guys. I had to switch my internet connections here, so we should be good. Hopefully, it'll feel me a little bit better now, too. No, TOS is still kind of struggling with fills. All right, so I hooked up to different internet. I put it up to my mobile hotspot. And so we're okay. I brought a big long Ethernet cord. I might have to put that up in a second. Still in NRSN. It's all good. I think this is a little bit better. My fills are much faster with this internet, so which leads me to believe that it's my internet connection struggling. All right, we're at 30 shares now with a SPY short. We'll give it a chance to flush. Take profit where we can. All right, so is it going, guys? Let me know if it's better. It should be better. Yeah, I ended up losing because it accidentally bought the, for whatever reason, one of my rogue orders bought the SPY, and I had to immediately get out and lost a few bucks just accidentally there. He said, hey, Cappy. Cappy's a cool little dog, too. This is Cappy. His name is Cappy. This Cappy, he's cool. Hey, bud. That's a good boy. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Cap. All right, lost the 4 or 5 bucks there on the SPY. Not, you don't love to see it. Let's see what the Q's doing today. Q's doing a little bit better. I gotta switch something. There we go. How old is Sassy now? Sassy is less than a year, I would say. Maybe like right around a year. All right, so we're short the Q. Covering a little bit. Just got a little baby trade involved here. Flushing. This one's taking too long. Maybe this dip holds at 3. Gonna add back on the Q here, 30 shares. I'll break even on this now. I don't mind taking a few positions though. Maybe adding up to 50. We're in the Q though, 30 shares. All right, so we're in the 50 shares of the Q. This is gonna be our max position here with this one. Trying to be patient here. NRSN pulling back to VWAP. Revlon has been mostly sideways this whole time. GameStop really buy Funko. Ugh, man, this Q trade turned it against me. So we're gonna wait now. Let the trend try to play out a little bit better. So we're shorting the SPY a little bit here, and we made some money back that we lost on the Q. 10 shares left. Looks like NRSN is still holding these pretty well. We might actually add a little bit more to the SPY here. 20 shares. See if we can get a flush back down. There we go. Cover a little piece. BOXD starting to push back up. There we go. And so we got the flush we wanted. We're up about 50 on the SPY. SPY starting to break. Q's probably starting to break too. BOXD starting to push higher as well. All right, so the Q is starting to bounce back. So tech is bouncing back some here, a little bit more. Still being patient and waiting here. SPY dumping down, which is good. I think Q's leading the SPY a little bit from at least what I see here. Sideways action right now, though. It's almost 10 a.m. BOXD starting to squeeze. Revlon finally broke under that low. Took a while, but finally did. SPY and Q starting to really break down here. We might take another position on the SPY, but I start to get a 10 share position on the SPY here. Small. Yeah, we got NRSN trying to make a move. And if you guys want to trade just like this, guys, so if you want to trade just like this, check out TopStep. TopStep funds traders and futures. Futures market has no PDT rule, so you can essentially trade the same scalping setups that I'm trading here with no PDT rule, instant settlement, shorting ability. And TopStep's a funded account program. They've been around the longest over most of the other funded account programs. We're going to take a little piece off there. They've been around longer than most of these other funded account programs. They're the gold standard of funded account program. They're regulated for U.S. users, and they pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. And if you look at like the E-mini, which is /ES, it's the same price action. Big downward move, small bounce, big downward move, small bounce. So you can see this is the same thing, but you could trade this left side here with no PDT rule. Same strategies I'm using on this right side on the SPY. And again, no PDT rule in futures, instant settlement, shorting ability. You can go long, instant settlement, and again, zero PDT rule, no PDT rule, which is really, really cool. And so again, if you want to check out TopStep, try to get funded and do all that stuff, here's the link. Yeah, NRSN is just consolidating. AERC. Yeah, ERC is up to 1450s. Big SPY bounce, so I'm glad I avoided this when I did. A little bit nervous here. Did something going on? Is some type of fundamental data or numbers out? You guys know any fundamental numbers that just caused this big pop in the SPY and Q? Yeah, ARC is trying. Rev about to get insane again. Rev is mostly sideways rangy right now. Hey, Cap. So REV is mostly sideways ranging right now. All right, guys. So market's kind of pulling back some, so it doesn't look like we had any big like fundamental data or anything like that. We might short into this little. Where's my? There we go. All right, we're gonna short into this little pop with 20, 30, 40 shares. We'll actually go a little bit heavier here because this is one of my favorite patterns. It's 50 shares of the SPY. 50 shares of the SPY. We'll give it time. We'll cut it if it starts to really run, which I guess it kind of is right now. One of my favorite patterns, but they don't always work. And yeah, we're going to have to cut that. Just worst case scenario there. Luckily, we built up a pretty big cushion on the day. But yeah, you don't love to see it. We got to wait for the market to calm down now. Sorry guys, bear with me. But yeah, right now, NRSN just dumped down. AERC still trying. Revlon is still kind of quiet up there. So it's trying, but all right, so market's starting to change trends, starting to move up, which is good. I mean, even though we lost on the last trade, this is still pretty good. Yeah, so we're going to slow down. AGRX dumping. Yeah, a lot of stuff is. I mean, we're starting to kind of get some moves back up. John, what's your favorite pattern? 1, 2, 3, ABC. I mean, I think ABC and 1, 2, 3 are a little broad. I like cup and handle breakouts, red to green moves. More than any of it, probably green to red moves. So breakdowns are very profitable in the market, as we got this morning. Oil looking like the belle of the ball today. All right, so it's going to be today. All right, guys. So yeah, market's kind of green right now. So it's over VWAP. It's still technically red on the day, but it's starting to push more towards the previous closing price of the green previous closing price level, where it moves from red to green and green to red on the day. So we're still looking at that and letting it approach that. Aside from that, we got to just hold off on trading until we get some type of trend. Right now, we're kind of in middle range, and we're not really wanting to push that or mess with that heavily. And so we'll see, but got to kind of wait for that. All right, guys. So market pulling back to VWAP again. We gotta just pause trading at this point in time. We're just gonna wait. What was the Bitcoin inverse ETF? Was it BITI? Revlon's still trying NRSN there. Is it BITI or BITO? Yeah, so this is a short. Okay, so it's BITI. All right, market down below VWAP again. We're actually going to short into this a little bit more. Oh, where's myself? As long as it doesn't pop right back, we're going to take 25 shares and see if this weakness that comes in from this can give us some profit. All right, good. We're going to immediately cover that. MAT barcoding. Yeah. All right, guys. So we might short another little pop in the SPY here. Start to attack this a little bit more heavily with some volume. There we go. Nice flush. All right, we'll cover that. So we'll kind of back up to square one where we were before here. Everything else is starting to break down, which is good. Good for me, at least. Trades have been working fairly well. AERC is at 14s. Revlon still consolidating, pretty slow and sideways. So we got a little bit of bounce in the SPY. Hopefully we get some type of trend continuation here. I got a little bit of a flush. That's good. We're actually shorting the Q right now. Again, catching this breakdown. Wow. Okay. Very, very nice breakdown in the Q. All right. So caught that. Revlon still sideways. BITI still moving up a little bit. So that means Bitcoin is dropping. AFIB. EBFM. It's up to 68 cents. I'm actually going to short this with 25 shares of the SPY, and we're going to cover that quickly, and then maybe add back on a little pop. Is what we're trying to do. Let's see if we can. But if it breaks down before then, we're just not going to get a chance. EBFM pulling a U-shaped cup and handle break. All right, so we might short into this pop again, which is what we've been waiting for. All right, we got 50 shares of this, 50 shares. Looking for a flush or a rejection here. We got 50 shares of the SPY. On my mouse, there it is. All right, we're gonna cover into that. Hold this a little while, see if we get a bigger flush. There we go. Cover into that. 10 shares left. Might add back some shares here. So we got a bounce. We're going to add it right back. Look for the continued downward pressure. EVFM is still trying to hold. AERC is kind of testing. Revlon's still there too. Usually we're going to get like a cup and handle or a head and shoulders right here. Is what this looks like. So I don't mind taking 30 shares here. And then seeing if we get a flush back down, because it just looks so much like a head and shoulders that a lot of the time these are going to work. And if not, we'll just get out quick. There we go. Let's see if the head and shoulders pattern works. Nice. And cut that piece. Hold 15 shares left. That sucks, James. All right, so we are getting the breakdown that we wanted. There we go. Nice. Just cover that. So we're doing very well on all of these. Starting to push towards close to $100. All right, EVFM is at 75 cents, man. EVFM pulled a big U-shaped breakout pattern, just a huge rip. All right, so EVFM, sorry, my son's kind of throwing a fit. All right. So we're green on the day. We're kind of taking small size now while the market is edging closer to these lows. Oh. Hey, Beach, let me know when you're ready, man. I'm waiting for you. Lost a little bit on the Q. So the SPY is actually leading the Q now. There goes Revlon. Revlon is up to 820s at this point in time. Oh, all good. right, so we're catching the big breakdown flush in the SPY and Q as well. I guess it's not bad. We'll go ahead. Oh, I added more to it accidentally. I'll show you guys the trade. It might have actually worked. At least it did so far. If I can cut it fast enough. There we go. All right, so we're still riding the Q down. Cover that on the breakdown too. We're starting to get that vacuum-like momentum that we got previously. We'll add some more right back here since the momentum's starting to pull towards the lows. Yeah, so we're green on the day. We're starting to get some tests to these lows here in the Q. Here's the SPY. I mean, we made most of our money on the SPY. And like I said, guys, check out Top Step. Top Step funds traders and futures. And so they give you a demo. If you can hit their target while following their rules, they fund you between 50 up to over 100K. Great way to get around the PDT rule. And like, if you see me trading the SPY, and you can see I'm up like 60 on the SPY today. If you see me trading this and you want to trade like me, it's a great way to help support the channel and ultimately trade the same way I do in the futures market with Top Step. And so I'll post this link. Great way to help support the channel. And yeah, here's the link. Check it out. We might short into this pop on the SPY too. These pops have been working really nice to short into, so we'll get 20 shares on the pop. All right, so this one we might get stopped out, but it's a very small loss. We're still up almost 100 today. I guess we'll give it a second just in case we reject. Here's the top right here at 389s. At 389s, and then we have BOXD trying to make a push too. We're gonna have to cut this. It's all right. Getting a little bit of unpredictability in the SPY and Q right now, kind of upward and downward movement, but we've made most of our money on it today. Okay. All right, guys, so we're going to transition to Beach Bum with swing trading for his swing trading show. And so, yeah, we're going to transition to Beach Bum and his swing trading show. Let me make sure this one's going. And yeah, we'll see you guys over there. Oh, also check out Benzinga if you want to figure out how all these big stocks are moving. You can check out the link in the description for Benzinga. Great way to determine what's moving in the market. And yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and start our Beach Bum swing trading show. Give me 1 second, and I'll be right there.
Hey, John, how are you? Can you hear me okay? Great. Yep, sounds good.
Okay, guys, so like I said, we're going to transition to a swing trading show with Beach Bum right now. And so stick around. We're going to transition to that show right now. And yeah, we'll see you guys. Make sure it's set up. Yeah. All right, guys.